evening, ghosts and ghouls. You're listening to a horrible podcast.
Good evening, ghosts and ghouls. It's the one, the only, JT Ripper, and I'm here with
Todd of Thunder.
And we just got back seeing Talk to Me, the newest A24 film in theaters now. It's up against a lot of competition with Barbenheimer, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just dropped this week.
Sound of Freedom.
Sound of Freedom. There's a movie called Cobweb out there that we can't fucking watch because of Barbenheimer took up all the goddamn theaters. So when we get a chance to watch Cobweb, I promise you we will give you a review. But we're here to talk to you about the newest A24 film. It's yet another demon possession movie. Where to start with this? It's apparently the directors or the people behind it were YouTube people. They got their start. I don't know their names. I don't know who they are. I just found out this little information on the way home. I guess first impressions. What you thought? Story.
Well, let's go over the movie a little bit.
Okay.
So the movie takes place in Australia around a group of friends who go to a party, and they have like this ceramic hand, and they're basically playing a game where you strap somebody to the chair and you shake hands with this ceramic hand, and you say,
Talk to me.
Talk to me. And then all of a sudden, ghosts and spirits or whatever pop up, and then they like light a candle, and it's like a whole ceremony, and it's kind of like you're opening the door to the next world, and to close the door, you simply just break the grip
between the hand and the ceramic hand,
and you blow out the candle, and that's basically like shutting the door. And basically, what happens is that it's kind of like a drug. Basically, I mean, they keep doing it, and they're like having fun with it because they get kind of like this huge adrenaline rush from it. But one of the main girl in it is dealing with grief because she just lost her mom, so that kind of attaches itself to her a little bit more, especially when another character seems to be possessed or talking. It's like her mom talking through it, or it's like a spirit, It's like a spirit knowing that she just lost her mom and playing a trick on her, basically. Because I don't think it's her real mom,
Well, that's the thing with this. That's my problem with this movie. It really didn't. I mean, it gives the audience room to breathe and think for their own, which I do appreciate. But it didn't. It didn't come to a conclusion. Like, it didn't say, okay, so she was good. That was her mom.
Right.
That was a spirit fucking with her. Because this movie, like, whoever you watch it with, y'all are going to have two different opinions about this. Because you just said that you thought it was a demon fucking with her. I did to a certain extent, and then I thought it was her mom, and then I thought it was another demon fucking with her. So,
yeah, I came to the conclusion that it was just an evil spirit attached to her dreadfulness, you know, because like when you lose a close person to you, a loved one or whatever, it's almost like a dreadful feeling. So, and I've said this I've said this many, many times, that when you get possessed, God damn it, when you lose somebody, especially like in a demon movie, if you have dread or you're acceptable to be possessed if you have just, lost somebody or whatever, because, you open yourself up and a demon can attach itself to your vibe. Just like, we talk about it all the time, like The Shining. Like, one of the reasons why Jack can easily be persuaded is because he has such negative energy around him anyway. So it's kind of like that. It's like if you have just recently lost a loved one and you're kind of empty inside, a demon could, sense that and
attach itself to you.
They're no good tricksters.
Yeah. That's pretty much the rundown.
And this movie, it's not your typical possession demon film. I mean, it doesn't concentrate on like the other world or, it's more of a personal story of like, you know what I mean? It's like, I think they did a good job of saying, hey, look, we don't have to show you everything because other movies show you everything and it's always typical shit and it's always kind of the same shit. So it's kind of like, we're not really going to show you. We'll show you a little bit, but this isn't like, we're not going to go into detail with this. It's not like, it's not like an Insidious movie where you get possessed, you go into the further and you see all this crazy shit. It's more like, okay, this is happening. Holy crap, I see some fucked up shit, and now I'm back in reality, and how do I deal with it? That's basically what it is. They don't spend too long.
Well, they try not to, but the more you go into the, I guess...
the more you play the game, so to speak.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it. They really didn't call it anything. I guess the purgatory, that's pretty much the only thing they referred to it as.
Yeah, basically what they were trying to say is the more you open the door, it's going to be harder and harder to close it, is basically the overall message that they're trying to send to you. Yeah, so like if you open that door and you keep it open, somebody's bound to walk through it. So
yeah, I just want to touch. Do you want to talk? Yeah, okay. So you have the main girl and her friends and everything, and pretty much the main girl is dealing with grief, but her sister's little brother gets fully possessed by a demon, and then that's when everything starts going wrong. And that's pretty much where the rest of the film. So the first half is them playing the game until the game goes sideways, and then the brother gets possessed fully and tries to kill himself, and then they're trying to figure out how to solve this solution. The rest of the movie. So that's pretty much your brief synopsis of the movie.
Yeah, and the little brother is the one, supposedly possessed by the mom, I guess.
No, I didn't get that. No, because remember when she looked at him, he was an old man.
Well, that's why. That's what brought me to the conclusion that, it was another spirit, not her mom. Because when he first gets possessed, it's supposed to be his mom. That's why she won't, it was supposed to be like 50 seconds, and then they were supposed to snap him out of it, but it took longer.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why it took longer is because she thought she was talking to her mom.
Yeah, but remember when she was fucking with it, she got possessed by the woman, and then the door opened and then shut, And then that's when she turned to the little brother and said that he likes you. She was like, he's going to get you. And then she started like freaking out, and the lights go off, and you run, 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 run. And then when you see him again through her eyes, he's the old man. So I assumed that it was that entity, demon, ghost that possessed the boy. The other ghost was talking to, trying to scare him at first when she was briefly possessed.
I guess. I don't know, honestly.
That's the problem with this movie.
Yeah, because at the end, like, he was like an old man, and another demon came behind, supposedly her mom, and put her hands on her shoulders or whatever.
Telling her to kill the kid.
Right. So, I don't know. It's got a little confusing at that point. I mean, that's kind of some of the questions that they avoided. But then, some questions that, you don't have to be, like you said, you don't have to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but there's some things you kind of want to explain a little bit better. So I don't know. As far as the possession goes, I don't know. I don't know who was possessed by what, to be honest with you.
Well, that was my gripe with the movie. Is like, that's the main, like, thing in this movie. And they don't, I'm not, okay, I don't want a 101, breakdown, but give me, like, some, like, concrete things that I can work off of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for me, it fucked the ending up because I was kind of like, what the hell?
Well, what actually happened at the end? I mean, she was going to kill him, but I guess she came to her senses and killed herself, I guess? Or
But why did she have to kill herself?
Well, maybe she didn't. Maybe the sister saved. Maybe the sister pushed her out of the way. I don't know. It didn't really, because she was a spirit at the end. I mean, we got that part. I mean, she became, when other people were playing the game or whatever, now she's showing up as the spirit. Yeah. And she legitimately looked shocked by that, like, holy fuck. Which is a cool ending and everything. It just didn't really, I don't know, just really didn't explain itself too well. Like I said, you can go through it, and we've had possession movie after possession movie after possession movie, and it's kind of the same old thing. And then we get this, which is a little bit different, which is good, but it there's detail that you just don't leave out of movies like this, and it's a reason why all of them have this detail to make it make sense. And I think it kind of hurt the film a little bit by being too relaxed on the details, honestly.
Yeah, like, okay, for an example, anybody out there, before you want to crucify us. So, one detail that you could be loose on is the origins of the hand. Like, that doesn't have to be concrete.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But we need some, like, okay,